Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by. Thank you for making Gulf Coast Weather Solutions one of your go-to sources for weather around the clock. From heavy downpours and severe storms to winter weather and the tropics, we've got you covered with accurate, reliable forecasts you can trust.
Next week is starting to look a little bit more stormy.
But look what's moving into the state of Texas.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions.
Good evening, Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. I'm meteorologist Lucas Bostwick. We're looking at right now conditions in Chester, and it's 102 degrees there right now with a light south-southwest wind. Dew point of 70, so our humidity is very dry right now at 36%, and only a high wind today of 14. No rain yet there so far, but if we go to our TAMCO Live Doppler radar, what we can see is that we have a few showers and storms in our northern regions, especially in Newton County over into Vernon Parish, but watch, these storms are kind of struggling at the moment to get organized a little. Although now we have some new storms developing over just near west of Hemphill and St. Augustine. And we also have some showers and storms beginning to get more organized just east of Alexandria, pushing towards the west. Now, how much of this is going to reach down closer to I-10? Pretty unlikely. Definitely could see some storms, though, for the lakes later this evening. We'll keep an eye on that. There is a severe thunderstorm watch also in effect until 9 p.m. Now, our visible satellite radar, we can see over the past 4 hours that it has certainly gotten more organized out there. And the bulk of the storms we can see are actually over towards our east in Mississippi and Louisiana, where they're having lots and lots of severe thunderstorms. You can see the cloud tops really bubbling a lot. Some very unstable air swinging around this area of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. And that's going to be actually a very interesting thing to keep tracking throughout the next week, because it's going to change our pattern a little bit towards the end of the week that we'll talk about in a minute. Now, regional current temperatures are blazing hot out there. 98 right now in Houston, Beaumont, and Lafayette, 104 in Lufkin, Waco, and 105 right now in Abilene. Very hot out there. Wichita Falls also at 104. Definitely scorching hot today. Even Little Rock today at 101. So very hot temperatures, but we can see pockets of cooler air temperatures where there's been rain to the south of Jackson, Mississippi. Definitely where it is raining, you're seeing some relief. Now, our current local temperatures are just as bad, where we have lots and lots of 100 scattered around, 100 in Lumberton and Nome, 101 Buna, Vidor, Sperger, definitely 103s a few places as well, such as Conroe, Jasper, Newton, 104 even in Hemphill, Zavala, and Lufkin. Very, very hot this afternoon. Heat index values are also really high. Not as much humidity. We saw that 36% humidity in Chester earlier, but certainly places are around 110 for your heat index, so heat advisories are in effect currently with that heat index over 105. And our 24-hour temperature change is a bit warmer, with those temperatures today about 3 degrees or so warmer than yesterday. Now, the tropics, there is one little area that is well out in the open sea that may develop a small chance of that, but nothing really going on here. You can see on the corner of the screen, everything is developing in the Eastern Pacific, where El Nino is ongoing. That's where likely most of the activity will continue to develop. Now, as far as our upper level flow goes, we do have this ridge of high pressure that's going to be still on us pretty much on Sunday, and we're going to have lots of hot weather continuing to boil. And this lid, it's like a lid basically in the atmosphere, keeping convection capped, so it can't really develop any type of thunderstorms. However, as we get into the upcoming week towards Thursday, what we can see is the high pressure ridge shifts off well to the west around El Paso, and it weakens as well. It's not nearly as big as it was earlier. And as a result, we are going to possibly see some scattered showers and storms back into our forecast, since we'll be on the perimeter of the ridge, and we might see some storms coming down from the north with that flow there. Definitely could see an increase in chances of storms. So we're bringing the chance of rain back in towards the end of the upcoming week. Now, the futurecast, we do expect those storms to eventually die off. Now, how much activity we actually see kind of remains to be seen. It's sponsored by Switch Electric, but it looks like overall there won't be a lot of rain, and we'll still see some clouds overnight. As we get into the daytime, another hot day. And notice the winds coming out of the west here. That's not usually a good thing if you want it to be cool in this time of the year. We don't like seeing those types of winds, and so we'll certainly see another scorching hot day, likely temperatures near 100 degrees or warmer. So definitely keep that in mind if you're out and about. It's going to be hot. Now, this model is showing tomorrow there is a chance of storms again. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is true, because we are close to the ridge perimeter. And so we may see some storms try to kind of slide down from the northeast tomorrow. And if that happens, we certainly could have some rather strong storms with those temperatures right around 100 degrees. We'll keep an eye on that. Low temperatures tonight, sponsored by Soils Before Work Can Get You One, are going to be in the upper 70s to a few mid 70s out there. Right along the coast, we can see mid 80s that will be likely for those lows. Highs tomorrow are going to be very hot again at about 100 degrees or warmer, 10% chance of rain. Now, it might be closer to 20. We'll have to watch trends, but certainly could see some rumbles of thunder possible if those storms start to form. And we could see them get a little bit more southwest than they will today. So definitely we'll keep an eye out for that. Now, our 7-day outlook, it features a small chance of rain tomorrow and Sunday, and then we'll see a bit of drying out again for Monday through Wednesday, where we don't expect any type of chance of storms. However, as we get into Thursday and Friday, rain chances will return at 30%. And that might even go up a little bit as we get closer. We'll have to see, but that ridge pulling back will certainly help with rain chances and temperatures going down. And Lake Charles and Kinder, same thing for you, except if anything, you'll have an even better chance of rain because you'll be even further away from the ridge, which will give you a really good chance of storms coming up Thursday and Friday. Make sure that you download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. It's available right now for iOS and Google Play. Gives you the latest weather updates for free, including lightning alerts, which you may want to have at this time with all the storms that are popping up. Also, check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GulfCoastWX for our twice daily weather videos, and our Facebook page, facebook.com/Gulf Coast Weather Solutions. All right, everyone, have a good evening, and check out Johnny's forecast in the morning.